Today's video, I'm going to show you guys the pros and the benefits of using horizontal blocks versus vertical blocks in boxing. Okay, and I got Ivan Ditchko, top 10 heavyweight in the world, ranked number 10 by the WBA right now, to demonstrate with me. And he's going to be the guy using the horizontal blocks and demonstrating the differences between the horizontal block and the vertical block. So what we're going to talk about first is why the horizontal block has its benefits over the vertical block. Okay, so if he's using a vertical block, okay, to block my jab or to block my right hand, the vertical block, it's very difficult for him to stand as much at an angle, okay? He's a big, tall guy, and I want him to utilize his height and reach to its utmost. So when he uses a vertical block, a lot of times what's happening there is he has to square his shoulders up more because he's got to have vision through his guard. If he stands more sideways with the vertical block, he's gonna block his vision, okay? And then, like, as you can see, the openings with the vertical block, his shoulder, there's no shoulder protection. There is gaps here, and there's gaps up the middle, okay? And then, like I said, he has to stand more squared off to do it. He's gonna have to stand more squared off to do it. So when he stands more squared off, there's openings up the middle, there's openings around, there's a gap there, okay? When he uses the horizontal block, okay, when he's able to stand a lot more half a man target and sideways. He's got that horizontal block. Now he's got the position that he could put that horizontal block and put his shoulder right in. There is no gap. The shoulder is there, okay? Where versus the vertical block, there's a gap there, okay? The horizontal block, he's got it. And one of the big punches that's really open with the vertical guard is the overhand right. Especially if he's squaring himself off. And there's all kinds of ways to set the overhand right up, and I'd go into detail in a lot of my instructional videos on how to create that. And I'm coming out with some ones that I'm going to show you how to create that. But like right here, when he has a high guard, like I said, he's got to square up a little bit more. So there's always a gap for me to throw the overhand right. Okay, there's that gap there. Even if he tries to lift the hand up, a little bit, he can get hit with that on the vertical block. When he uses the horizontal block, okay, he's got that horizontal block, and I throw that over, he's got it all, see? And the thing about it is, you see how he's able to get his shoulder into his chin. I can't get over, I'm gonna catch an elbow. I can catch an elbow. See, he can use it like that, and he can even turn it where he turns me into an elbow, and I'm gonna hit into the elbow. When you throw that overhand right against the horizontal block, you're running into it. You could run into an elbow. And then, like I said, he's got anything coming up the middle with that cross guard. Okay, here the vertical, there's openings up the middle. So like I said, one of the biggest things is that overhand right. He's able to just tuck it tight, and I'm running right into that forearm, into that elbow. That is something that is going to debilitate and really break you down. It can really break you down during the fight. If you hit an elbow, it's something that can really hurt your forearm. You can really change the whole fight, okay? So that's another reason why that's such a good defense to be able to use against so many different punches. So then a lot of people are gonna say, well, he's open to the body, okay? But he could put this and use this and however he wants to use it. He could hold it down here to the body. He could hold it to cover the body like in a Philly shell kind of position. If I throw a jab, he can wedge block it up. Now he's got the position to throw, he's lifting me up. He's got a position to throw. He could throw his jab. He could throw his jab to the body. Boom, he could throw his right hand to the body, okay? If I throw it, if he had it up in his position, right? And I went to his body, he can chop down on it. Just chop, that's all. All he has to do is go up and down. If he's using a vertical block, it's a lot harder to rotate it this way, plus he has to square up. See, he's over here to block, and then he's there for the right hand. Okay, he can always use his shoulder roll, okay? But at the same time, this is harder to move around in a vertical position because what he has to do to do it, he has to square up a little bit more. So he's not able to have the distance to be able to block those things as quick. When you're sitting half a man and you're back in that position there, you have more distance to be able to defend things. You have more time. So in other words, when you're here, okay, that body shot, he squares up a little bit more. He's squaring up a little bit more to be able to see through it. He's able to be hit there, okay? And he's closer to me hitting him. Once you turn at an angle, he turns at an angle. See, that hand was, just by him taking that angle, took my hand off of his body. It's a further distance to travel right there, okay? So in other words, he can use that up and down however he wants to use it. I could throw a jab at his body, he could go down. I could throw a right hand to his head, he can just lift it up a little bit and catch me right with an elbow. Vicious block right there, okay? So I can down here, back up here, that's it. And then he is in position where he has the distance. He has the distance and he is half a man that if you wanted to use the shoulder roll off of that. If I throw a jab down here and then he's able to roll it with a shoulder, okay? Because he is back, his head's back, and like in the Philly shell, the head is back over the right leg, okay? That's the fundamental stance, period. But if I throw a jab here and he throws that's it. See, he's got that. Or he can also lift it back up. He can lift it back up. He can lift it back up. He can wedge block, that's it. Now when he wedge blocks that, he's got an opening to do what he wants to do. See, throw the right hand, right? He can go to my body. Boom, right. Now he knows that when he does that, he's got to watch out for the left hook. But he's got it covered, okay? Because the hook is further distance away from him because he's pointing that shoulder, right? So when I could throw a jab at him, I could throw a right hand at him, I got to throw the hook, he can go there. Also what he can do, because it's so far away, he can jam, he can just step in and jam my hook. I'm gonna throw the jab to his body, he got that blocked. I could throw the right hand to his head, he can lift it, or he can shoulder roll. Now he's way back there. Now I'm going to step to him. I got to step to him to throw the hook. When I'm stepping one way towards him. He's stepping into me. Now the hook goes back here behind him, okay? And he's in here smothering, okay? And he can do a lot of things once he smothers as well. So that forearm or wedge block is very, very good. He can do, like I said, he can do so many things with it, just rotating it up and down, boom, boom. See, there we go, all that. See, if he's in that position, let's say I threw something really fast, just shoulder roll it out this one. I go here, boom, boom, he's got that. Boom, boom, he's got it. See, right there. That's it. See, so that's something, like I said, it's a very, very good defense. And like I said, it only takes little small movements. When you know what you're doing, it's very, very difficult, very, very difficult to penetrate when you're in a half a man stance and you're using that vertical block. Big tall guy like him, he can do all kinds of things with that vertical block. A vertical block also, if he's fighting a guy with a high guard, he could use that. It's harder for him to be, he has to get closer to be able to pin and jam with this hand just vertically, and you're only going to be jamming one hand at a time. What he can do with the vertical block is, if I'm in a high guard, he can just put me in jail. He's just pinning me completely with that guard. Now he's able to do whatever he wants to do with that, see? So, like I said, there's so many ways and things that you can do off of that horizontal block. It's a great block. It's something to take into the gym and work on. You could do it with doing partner drills. I'm going to be having a partner drill instructional video coming out this fall. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Go to my website, get on the website so you guys are up to date with everything I have coming out. worldclassboxinggym.com. Also follow me on Instagram at Tom Yankello Boxing and also Facebook at Tom Yankello Boxing. TikTok, follow me at Tom Yankello. And like I said, that's something that you guys can practice with partner drills. And then it also, try it in sparring. Once you get comfortable with the partner drills, try it in sparring, okay? So like I said, guys, go into the gym, take these tips that I give you, work hard on them, and I'll see you guys next time.